Hello students, welcome to Standard 3 Subject English. And today's story that we are going to do is The Bremen Town Musicians. Children, you have studied or you have heard of many stories of animal friendships where an animal is helping the other, they are friends and they try to save each other. There are many such stories of animal friendships. Now today, the story that we are going to do, the Bremen Town Musicians, is one such very beautiful story of four friends. And it is also one of my favorite stories. So let us learn and let us understand the Bremen Town Musicians. Once there was a donkey who had worked long and hard for his master. Now he had grown weak and could not do much work. So his master began to treat him unkindly. He even began to starve the donkey. He wanted to save the money he spent on the donkey's food. In the end, the poor donkey left the house. He believed he still had a good, strong singing voice. So he decided to go to Bremen town and earn his living as a town musician. Now, children, the story starts with a donkey who had become old. Now, all his life he had worked for his master, carrying load, but now he was old. His legs were weak, his body was tired, and he could not work very hard. So now the master did not want him, started treating the donkey very badly, did not give him food to eat. Now, what is the word which says without food, going without food, not having food? Yes, starve. He began to starve the donkey. The master began to starve the donkey because buying food for somebody costs money and the master wanted to save that money. Okay, so the poor donkey decided, now what is the use of living like this where there is no food and I am made to work hard when I cannot work, and people are treating me badly, and there is no food also. So he said, let me leave this house. There's no point in staying in the house, so let me leave the house because I still have a good singing voice. I will go to the nearest town, Bremen town, and there I will earn my living. Earn my living means he will earn his money. He will get some work and earn money as a town musician. Okay, musician, somebody who works in music, somebody who sings or plays the drum or plays any musical instrument is called a musician. So here the donkey was going to become a singer. Now let us see what happened further. On the way he met an old dog. He too had been kicked out of the house by a cruel master. The dog was afraid. How will I earn my bread? He said. Why, you have a voice as good as mine, said the donkey. Let us both go to Bremen and sing for the townspeople. We shall be well paid there. So the two companions went on together. Now the dog was also very sad. When the donkey was walking towards Bremen, on the way he meets an old dog. Now what is wrong with the dog? He had been thrown out of the house. His master was very bad, very unkind, and he was thrown out of the house because he had become old. Same story as the donkeys. And the dog was now afraid, hey, how will I earn my bread? From where will I get food? Earn my bread means from where will I get food? So the donkey says, hey, why are you scared? You have got a voice as good as mine. He says, your voice is as good as mine. So let us both go to Bremen. Why don't you join me? Let us both go to Bremen and sing for the townspeople. Let us all sing for the people over there. And I think we will get good money there. Let us go to Bremen. And so the two friends went together. Now there is a word that is used for friends. As you can see it on your screen, companions. Companion, somebody who gives you company is a companion. Okay? Suddenly, they heard a cat mewing sadly with tears in his voice. Why are you crying? They asked. Now, when they were going to Bremen, they meet a cat. The cat is also mewing sadly, as the same story as the donkey and the dog. The cat is sad and mewing sadly. See the voice expression given, tears in his voice. That means the voice is also very sad. So the two friends ask them, see the donkey and the dog are asking the cat, why are you crying? They asked. Now see what is the cat story. How can I be happy knowing that my mistress is going to drown me? I am old and would only like to sit by the fire and sleep. I cannot catch mice as I did before, so my mistress does not need me anymore. Where am I to go? The cat is also turned old. Okay, once he was smartly catching mice, so he was useful. Now the mistress does not want the cat because now the cat cannot see properly, cannot catch mice, cannot run fast and catch mice. So she doesn't need the cat. And the cat is saying, now who will take an old cat? Where will I go? How will I get food? How will I live? And that is why the cat is sad. Now there is a word used for putting under water. Drown. What is the word used? Drown. And who is going to drown the cat? The mistress. The opposite of master, mistress. A master is a male, mistress is a female. Now let's see further what happened after this. So the donkey says, Hurry, don't worry. Come with us to Bremen. You have a sweet voice and you know night music. You too can become a town musician, said the donkey. So he says, the donkey is so kind-hearted. He says, come on, why are you sad over here? And you've got a good voice. You know night music. That means you can sing in the night. So your voice is very good. So let us go to Bremen. Let us become a town musician. Let us go. And so all the three, see, you can see that cat has also joined the donkey and the dog. Now the three traveled together for some time till they came upon a farmyard. There they heard a cock's loud wailing. They could hear they were traveling together, moving together, going together. And when they were traveling, they came up to a farmyard, a farm, okay, an open ground in front of the farm. And what did they hear there? A cock crying loudly. Okay, now see what happens there. When they made inquiries, the cock told them. Now they are asking the cock, See, you can see the donkey. The donkey is the big brother of all the other animals, okay, other friends. So he's asking the cock. The word used for asking, enquiries. When he makes enquiries, the cock tells them that my mistress is preparing a feast for her guests. Okay, she's preparing a feast for her guests. She has told the cook to kill me for the feast. I'm so frightened. So the donkey invited the cock to join the band of musicians. Now the cock has got his own problems. Again, here there is a mistress who has told the cook that tomorrow we have to finish off, we have to make chicken for my guests. There are some guests coming over and we have to make chicken, so you will kill this cock. She has told her cook, and tomorrow there is the cock's last day. Okay, last living day. Tomorrow is going to be dead, and that is why he is so frightened. Now, as usual, the kind donkey, what does he say? Come on, let us go. Let us go to Bremen town and become musicians. You also can crow very nicely. Just now you were crying so loudly. Come on, don't waste your time here crying simply, and tomorrow you will be dead. Save yourself and join us. Now, Bremen was still a long way away. On the way, they had to cross a forest. As it began to get dark, the cock flew to the top of a tree to look around for shelter. He saw an old house among the trees. The four friends decided to rest there for the night. Now, Bremen was a long way, like they had to walk a lot. Now, and you must remember that all of them were very old. They were not very fit and young. So they were walking slowly, and it was a long way away, and it was night time. In the night they had to cross a forest. Now they were tired, they wanted to rest for some time. So the cock goes up to the top of a tree and looks around, and there he sees an old house. And so the four friends say, come on, we can see some light over there. I think there may be some people living there, or maybe we can get some food around the house. So let us go there. And the four friends walked to the dark house in the forest. It was quite dark by the time they reached the house. Through the window, they saw some robbers feasting at a large table inside. The animals had a clever idea. Why not give their first performance here? The robbers would be so pleased that they would happily share their food with the four musicians. They might even pay them for their performance. Now, when they look inside, when the donkey peeps inside through the window, they see that there are some robbers, robbers, sitting inside at a large table and having a good feast. They have a lot of things to eat. Feast. Feast is what you call dawat, when you have many things, tasty snack things to eat. Okay, a large meal is called a feast, and they are having a good time eating and drinking. So the donkey gets a clever idea. He says, come on, why don't we sing for these people? These people seem to be enjoying themselves. Let us add to their enjoyment and let us give our first performance here. You know what is a performance? When people sing or dance on the stage, that is how you see in these reality shows and all, like Indian Idol or Saregama and all that, a performance. So there they were ready for their performance, and what a fantastic performance it turned out to be. You will just see now. Okay, now see how they get ready for the performance. So the donkey placed his forelegs on the window ledge. The dog jumped on the donkey's back, and the cat on the dog's. The cock perched on the cat's head. Then all at once and all together, they began to sing their wonderful song. Now see how they are standing. The donkey is keeping his leg on the window. Four legs, front legs. Okay, four here legs doesn't mean F-O-U-R-4. Four is F-O-R-E, four legs is the front two legs. He keeps it on the window. Then on top of him climbs the dog, then the cat, and then the cock is perched. Perch means sitting. Okay, sitting on a branch, like how he's sitting on a branch. So sitting on some high place is called perched. So the cock is also perched on the cat's back, and everybody starts singing together. Hee haw and wow wow and meow and whatever the noise. Strangely, the music only frightened the robbers. They only heard a terrible noise and saw the huge shadow cast by the animals together. They sprang from the table and, taking to their heels, disappeared into the forest. The four friends were puzzled, but they gladly sat down at the table and had a hearty dinner. Then they put out the light and went to sleep. The donkey on the straw. Now, when the robbers ran away, the four friends were really confused. Are we thought we were singing very well, and why did these people run away? They were puzzled, confused, puzzled. They were thinking that they were very good singers and they were singing very well, and what happened suddenly that these people ran away like this? But anyway, whatever, let them go. We are hungry. Let us sit down and have a wonderful dinner, hearty dinner. Like they were really satisfied with whatever they ate, and now they are ready to go to sleep. Now the donkey sleeps outside in the yard in the open space. The cat sleeps near the stove where they are cooking, and the dog on the doormat. Obviously he's a dog, he's a watchdog, so he will sleep on the doormat, and the cock on the beam of the roof, and the cock sits on the beam, on the top beam of the roof. Now see what happens next. Now the robbers had not gone very far. Their leader saw the house become dark and quiet. So he sent a man to see if it was safe to go back to the house. The robbers had kept all their stolen riches in that house and wanted them back. Now the robbers, after running away, they pause. Now after that fear had gone away, they are thinking, what happened there? What happened back in the house? Who was it who had come to frighten us like this? And they stand and have a discussion. And they turn to look to the house, because all their stolen wealth and money and jewelry, everything was in that house. They did not want to leave it like that and go. So they think that, what should we do to get it back? How can we just leave it like that and go away? And when they see that the house has become quiet, okay, it has become dark because now the four friends have gone to sleep, they send one of them, one of the robbers, that you go and see whether that monster or that creature, frightening creature, has gone away from the house, so that we can go and take our wealth, all our riches, all our money, all our jewelry, and we can take it back. So the man went into the house on tiptoe. walking on the tip of your toes. Okay, when you want to go silently somewhere, or when you don't want to disturb somebody, you walk on tiptoes. He saw the cat's eyes and thought they were burning coals. Now in the dark, see the picture on the right. He thinks that the cat's eyes are burning coals. Okay, and he tries to pick up one to light his candle. Now he thinks that that is fire, and he wants to light his candle so he can see his way in the house. But it frightened the cat. The angry cat flew at him and scratched his face. Now the cat, when somebody is disturbing him like this, just flies at the man and scratches his face. This frightened the robber. He tried to run out of the house. Now when the cat is screaming and scratching and mewing and scratching his face, he's so scared he runs out of the house. And as he ran, the dog on the doormat bit his leg hard. Now see the dog. It's lying on the doormat. It disturbs. He's falling on the dog, and the dog bites his leg. He stumbled and fell on the donkey. Now he is stumbling as if he's about to fall. When he's running in that panic, he's scared and he's running, and he gets us, and the donkey woken up suddenly. Now the donkey wakes up suddenly. The donkey woken up suddenly, gave the robber a smart kick, gives a fatak kick with his hind legs. Hind legs are back legs. We say no, behind. Hind legs are both the back legs. But he gives a kick to the robber. And all this while the cock had been screaming, and all the time when all this action is going on, the cat is scratching, the dog is biting, the donkey is kicking, the cock is also no less. He's screaming cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo in the ears and flapping his pat. He's doing flapping his wings around his head. The robber nearly died of fright. Somehow he got back to his gang. In a trembling voice, he told them that the house was full of monsters and deadly creatures who bit and scratched and kicked and attacked you in the dark. Now when he goes, he's so scared, he goes back to his friends and tells them, Are Baba, that house is got monsters who are scratching and attacking and kicking and all that. I'm so scared to go there. I don't want the money, Baba. I am so scared of those monsters which are in the house. So the robbers never went back to the house. Now all the robbers, others, his friends also got scared. Oh my God, what is in the house? We do not know. We don't want any of that money. Let us save our lives and go away. So the robbers never went back to the house. The four friends found enough money in the house to live on there in happiness and comfort. Now there are four friends, the donkey, the dog, the cat and the cock. They got enough money. Now there were no worries. They could live happily there. That is why the musicians never went to Bremen. So you see here, see the robbers leaving the house and running away because they were so scared of all the noise and the attack that was taking place in the house, and they run away. And the four friends who actually never went to Bremen, they were so happy to be staying together in that house that they found enough money there, and they lived happily ever after. I'm sure all of you love this story of the Bremen town musicians. Now let us go across and practice some words which we have seen or read in the story. Musicians, traveled, starve, starve is going without food. Bremen, perched, perched is sitting on a height. Mistress, feast, guess, sprang. Sprang is jumping up suddenly. Sprang. Puzzled. Puzzled is confused. Confused. Four legs. Four legs are front legs. Hind legs. Hind legs are back legs. Four legs and hind legs are opposites of each other. Four legs are the front two legs of an animal and hind legs are the back legs of an animal. Stumbled. Stumble is as if is going to fall. Disappeared. Went off without being seen. Monsters. Creatures. Now you will be writing these words down 3 times in your book and read the story well. Thank you and have a nice day.